introduction.
Hello, my name is Emily Tweddle.
Hi, my name is Toby Piper-Lewins and I represent Ettrick, Roxburgh and Berwickshire.
Outside Kelso High School, we've just been to the Scottish electoral hustings. I'm here with two members of the Scottish Youth Parliament. So tell us about some of the main concerns that have been raised to you from a young person's perspective in the Scottish borders today.
One of the main things we hear when we consult our young people is that the transport in the borders isn't good enough. We would like to see buses gaining more timetables, we'd like to see more routes being added, and we'd also like to see car insurance for young people being lowered so that it's more affordable and more people have access to their own personal driving.
Another thing we have encountered when we have gone around and spoke to young people is about the provision of youth work. Because our constituency is a largely rural constituency, when we've been to Eyemouth and to Newcastleton, young people have commented that they don't feel that there's anything to do nearby, that they can't have these enriching experiences that youth clubs and other youth things can deliver for young people. And also a lot of them seem to be very expensive, so we want to reduce the price of those and make them more accessible.
So would you like to give us a wee breakdown of the hustings from your point of view? I think it was it was quite good because there was quite a lot of young people that were engaging and asking some pretty good questions. Can you remember what some of those questions were?
So we heard questions about our candidates' immigration policies, about NHS waiting times. We heard questions about apprenticeships for young people, about the banning of social media for under 16. We heard about the housing problems, and we heard some really interesting responses from all of the candidates. We would love to see from our candidates how they're going to engage with the Scottish Youth Parliament and ensure that they are listening to the voices of young people, but most importantly actioning what they're hearing from young people. So we had
just quickly, what candidates came today to the hustings?
We had Rachel Hamilton from the Scottish Conservatives. We had Ray Georgeson from the Liberal Democrats. We had John Redpath from the Scottish National Party. We also had James Anderson, who is standing as an independent candidate. We didn't have any representatives from Scottish Labour because they couldn't make it, and Reform haven't decided who they're having to stand in the borders, so they weren't there.
Yeah. So I know this is a pretty vague question, but for anyone that doesn't know, what is a hustings?
Ooh.
What is a hustings?
Okay.
'Cause I had no idea before I came here. I thought it was something to do with riding.
A hustings is an event where people can attend and they can ask questions to their candidates. That can happen for councils, for members of Scottish Parliament and members of Parliament. We'll have that in the general election in 2024, and hopefully we'll have a lot more across the region in the borders for the elections for Scottish Parliament in May.